The Varsity Sports Show presents the Sabercat Report with Saguaro High School baseball coach Joe Mickey. And now, here's the Sabercat Report.
The one time I will make an exception and play country music on this show is it's actually a pretty good song. Actually, it's starting to warm up to it. But well, welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show here on KDUS AM 1060 Arizona. That is the Sabercat Report, and we are joined by a couple people. First of all, I want to introduce somebody that is going to be doing some broadcasting with us. He is going to be a key member of our broadcast and production team. Young man, he's a Cronkite student out at ASU, which produces some amazing young broadcasters, and this guy is no exception. His name is Sammy Rivera. Good morning, Sammy. How you doing, man?
Morning, Vince. Thank you for having me.
All right. So, Sammy, you were on the call the other day for the baseball game, and you must be a lucky charm because we got Coach Joe Mickey on with us. Coach, that was a heck of a win over ALA Queen Creek. Congratulations.
Thanks, Vince. Appreciate you having us. Yeah, it was an awesome week of baseball. But, yeah, it felt really good. Nice home game to kind of end the week, but just swinging the bats really well and showcase that on Thursday for sure.
So I've been building up, and before Sammy gets into kind of the nuts and bolts since he was on the call, I've been building up this show as having a young man named TJ Nelson. His name is Ty Nelson, so I apologize. Ty, when you call in, don't beat me up too bad over it. I tend to not screw names up that bad, but so it's Ty Nelson. Coach, we'll have you talk about him in a minute, but Sammy, go ahead. Commentary regarding the game the other day. What'd you see?
Well, there was a lot of action at the plate. I mean, the team put up 15 runs, and that was just through the first 3 innings. The pitching on the mound, Cesaro, he was doing a really good job of commanding the strike zone, and he was just throwing strikes early in the count, and he did a really good job on the mound. But the first thing I wanted to ask you, Coach, was about the jerseys that the team wore for the game. The team wore the school's autism awareness jerseys in the win over ALA Queen Creek, and maybe you can talk a bit more about your background for those who may not be familiar with it, but what does it mean to you to be able to have your team wear those jerseys and be able to show your support out on the field?
Absolutely. Thanks for asking, Sammy. And, yeah, the autism jerseys in particular, the puzzle piece jerseys, were a special design. We had gotten some funding a couple of years back, and it was an awesome opportunity that kind of coincided with the timing of our spring season. But Autism Awareness Day was yesterday. It's usually for the month, but the 2nd of April is usually Autism Awareness Day. And so we will highlight a game for sure that kind of falls right around that. And it's just bringing awareness to the community. Myself working in special education, these guys are around my classroom all the time, so they just are familiar with it. But it's just making sure that you put the student ahead of the disability, right? I hear so many people say an autistic student, and it's really just being more about a student with autism, right? Because the person doesn't change, it's just what they are working with and how we can better work around them. And so just bringing that awareness to people, the community, the campus, it's just a beautiful thing, and that's just a day for us to highlight that and be able to do our part.
Well, Coach, we all have special talents. I really feel that, and even with regard to autism, there's people have special talents, and we all have ways to really get out there and make a difference. And in seeing those jerseys, I mean, they were amazing. I really liked the design. They were beautiful, and I hope you guys break them out again soon. So how does the upcoming week look for you?
We're going to be road warriors this week from a varsity standpoint. We head up to Prescott a couple times. We get the Badgers on Tuesday, and then we head up to Bradshaw Mountain on Friday. So a couple road trips ahead for us. They're always competitive up there in the north. It's a little colder. It's a little ball flies a little bit farther, and so we just have to make sure we come out and we play our best baseball. I really think as a program and as a team, we're playing good baseball. We're hard to beat. If we can just keep the game simple, which we've done these last few games, and it's nice to string them together and start to remind the guys of how capable we are when we're playing our best baseball.
Sammy, what are you thinking about Friday? You know, we're heading up to Bradshaw Mountain to live stream that game. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited for that game. I haven't seen Bradshaw Mountain, but they're, second in the Grand Canyon region. and I think it'll be a great matchup. The Bradshaw Mountain 6-2 right now on a 2-game win streak. Saguaro themselves on a 3-game win streak. I think it'll be a very good matchup.
Coach, what do you see in Bradshaw Mountain?
Well, and to that point, and Sammy, great point, is, I mean, if you look at our schedule, our strength of schedule is one of the hardest in Arizona. And so everybody we play, I feel like, is right at the top of their own selective regions, and Prescott and Bradshaw are no different. Bradshaw is going to be really, really competitive. They throw it well, good swings. And you look at some of these teams we're playing, they're scoring runs. So we got to make sure, kind of like Sammy hit on earlier, we got to throw our strikes early in the count and make sure we kind of stick to our game plan of attacking and hopefully being ready to play catch. But Bradshaw's going to give us all they can, and Prescott's right there. They're no different. They're competing for 1-2 spots in their region. So, the freedom games are fun because we get outside of our pocket a little bit, and hopefully we just come out and play good baseball and keep this momentum rolling from last week.
Coach, tell us a little bit about Ty Nelson before we wrap with you and we move on to him. What can you tell us about Ty?
Huge motor, kid's a leader, awesome energy that it brings to practice every day. He's kind of call him a field rat because he lives on the baseball field. He's the guy you're going to always see putting in the extra work. He's got an offer from PVCC that he's committed to, and he's just going to be a next-level baseball player. But having known him since he was probably about fifth or sixth grader when he was out here just shagging foul balls for us on practice days, I knew this kid loved the field, and he's just grown into one heck of a talent, but team captain for a reason, leads from the front, and just a guy that I love being around, and he's one of those guys you enjoy coaching up because they make the game fun for you. They bring it every single day. So I'm excited to have him be able to talk with you guys a little bit and really appreciate you guys highlighting him.
Awesome. Coach Joe Mickey, Saguaro High School Sabercat baseball coach. Coach, thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Vince. Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate you guys very much.
Okay. All right. Bring on Ty Nelson. So, Ty, man, Coach built you up pretty good. How does the pressure feel? You got a little bit of pressure there.
It gives me a little bit of he's making me sound pretty good. So I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, Sammy, you got a front row view at seeing Ty play a little bit. What do you want to talk to Ty about, and how did he look to you?
He's great. I mean, first off, first at bat of the game inside the park home run. That's a pretty unique way to start the game. And I actually wanted to ask you about that. Could you take us through it, and just what was going through your head as you were heading to third and you see Coach giving you the green light?
So at first, when I hit it, I was like, oh, that ball's hit pretty well. And so I saw the center fielder going back, so I knew I had a chance to get a few extra bases on it. And I saw that it bounced pretty high. So I decided to take third, and then I just kind of was like, why not go home? And Coach is giving me the wave sign. So I decided to go, I guess.
Coach didn't. Ty. So Coach didn't say you couldn't hit it 3 feet further.
Yeah,
didn't say
I know.
anything like
yeah,
that.
That's what I said. I was like, come on, I couldn't have just hit it out and just took a slow jog around the bases.
I know it, like the natural or little Kirk Gibson there. So yeah. I mean, let's talk about that because I mean, that feeling has to be incredible, and to do that and to do it early in the game, and then realize, I gotta go up to bat again. The game isn't over. I mean, is that like a high and then a low, or how do you get refocused after something like that?
After I kind of just try to stay even keeled and keep it there. I just felt good to back up my pitcher because he had kind of a rough inning in the first, and he. I just wanted to back him up and show them I got him. So, I felt pretty good after that. So the next AB, I was like, you know what, why not jump out first pitch and try and go hammer something else. So it felt pretty good, though. I just try to stay even keeled the whole time and not get too high and not get too low.
Sammy, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No.
My bad.
No, you're good, Ty.
Ty, I wanted Ty, I just wanted to ask you really quick. and kind of speaking about the pressure of things, do you feel any extra sense of pressure leading off the lineup for your team?
No, I just my mentality is always just, be the tone setter. So I just, whatever I can to get on or start a rally, I will do. So I just try to keep it simple and just get on base. And so
Nice.
It just keeps the pressure down for me. It doesn't. I don't have to get a hit or see pitches. I just get on base, find a way on, and go from there.
Ty, in our last 30 seconds or so, aside from, and congratulations, by the way, on being able to continue your baseball career once this season at Saguaro's over and going over to Paradise Valley Community College. I know they've had a great program over there for many years. What are some of your other interests? What do you like to do?
I'm a big. I don't know if you're familiar with the game spike ball, but it's kind of my thing that me and my friends go and do, try to get away from the game. And we just kind of have fun, stay loose. And it's actually a pretty good hand-eye coordination game. It's agility, so it keeps me sharp for the infield. So
nice.
That's usually what I'm doing on the weekend.
We used to play a game in grade school called Butts Up. We used to use a racquetball, and we'd throw it against the wall. And if you didn't touch the wall before the ball hit it, you had to stand there while people took shots at you with it. So that was
I'm fairly familiar with that game.
Okay, there you go.
Play that in grade school. So.
All right. Anyway, all right. Ty Nelson, thank you so much. Saguaro High School student athlete, baseball player extraordinaire, and Sammy Rivera, Cronkite student, fellow broadcaster. Looking forward to working with you guys. Ty, congrats, and we'll see you again real soon. We'll see you Friday up at Bradshaw Mountain. We're doing the game up there.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thank you for having me.
All right, Sammy, thanks again.
Of course. Thank you, Vince.
Nice work. We'll see you later. Sammy's working the game with me out at Paradise Valley today. Looking forward to it. Folks, when we come back, we're going to be joined by my old friend Derek Diesner, broadcast partner covering Canyon View High School, as well as baseball and softball coach Nick Swanson and John Jacobs. Join us here on the Varsity Sports Show. We'll be back.
Sports encyclopedias.
This book tells the future.
Well, we've got the talking sports version on the Sports Zone. Weekdays 9 to 11 a.m. on KTUS AM 1060.
Hell yeah!